Yo, what is up, YouTube? Val here to do some good old Reddit discussions. This time in the Let's Play department, or Let's Play, r/Let's Play, Let's Play. And then we got the top 5 most common questions. We're gonna look it over, and yeah, just gonna discuss it, get into it. After being on this subreddit for a few years, you do begin to see some questions that are asked more frequently than others. I wanted to put together a list of the top 5 most common questions asked by Let's Players, both new and old. What would you add or change? 1. What game should I play? Yeah, that is a very common, that's like the #1 common question. What game should I play? Definitely, I can see that being the #1 common question from his perspective. And of course, number 2, should I put episode numbers in my thumbnails? I personally would do that because it just makes it easier for the person to, for the viewer to notice that, oh, this is not that part. Now, it also depends on what game you're playing. It depends on what game you're playing too. It depends because there's some game, like, okay, not necessarily what type of game you're playing, but like, is it an MMO? Is it a game that's like infinite, or is it a game that's like has parts and it has like a whole story arc, or it has an ending to it? Basically, doesn't have an ending to it. If it has an ending, I highly recommend putting numbers. That's how I see it. And to answer, oh, excuse me, sorry about burping, by the way. I just ate some fiery Burger King. And to answer the what game should I play, honestly, just play what you like. Like that's all I have to say. This is actually something I learned recently by watching YouTube, YouTube gurus or something. They said that if you are a variety channel, especially a gaming channel, you holy shit, my throat. Anyway, you need to make sure to take off, like, every video before you upload. Remember to take off the subscribers. Take off notify subscribers. There's an option in your video settings before you upload that says notify subscribers, about this video when it goes public. Take that off every time you make a video, because since you're a variety channel, your subscribers are most likely subscribed to one particular game. So doing that will actually ruin your views. It will ruin your watch time. It'll ruin your stats, because they're probably skimming over it and don't care. And that'll actually ruin your channel as a whole. So yes, take that off. That's a big problem that a lot of people don't even notice as a YouTuber. I just want to let you guys know about that, especially if you're being a variety channel. If you're not a variety channel, if you're just playing one game or doing one genre, I guess it's fine. It's pretty much fine. But if it's like you're playing like all over the place, like all kinds of different games, definitely take that off every video. Just take it off. You'll see much better progress. I do that myself on my channel right now. It actually does a better job to some extent. Like, it actually doesn't, like, I just started doing it recently though, so I'm starting to see some good numbers though. I'm seeing good numbers. Anyway, face cam or no? Nah, I don't think you really need a face cam, to be honest. You can, but you could also use a VTuber model, of course. But I mean, yeah, face cam does help, especially like putting the face on the thumbnails. Putting your face on thumbnails, or like VTuber model on a thumbnail, really helps, because it helps you be unique, pretty much. And yeah, it just makes your video look authentic. And also, people like seeing faces. That's another thing. People like seeing faces on thumbnails. For some reason, they love it. It just, I don't know, relatability maybe. And that's why I feel like, I'm not saying VTubers don't get as much like recognition as they do. They do, but like, I honestly think it just depends. I think VTubers having their character on the screen is just as good as a regular person. Like an actual human being, a flesh tuber, having their their face on their thumbnail. Anyway, moving on. To be honest, to answer that question, it just depends. It is better though, but you don't need it. You don't need it to do it. You don't need it. At the start especially, you don't need a webcam. There's like just have fun, enjoy yourself. Maybe if your channel becomes bigger, maybe, especially if your audience wants it. Yeah, sure. I guess if you're really comfortable. If you're not, oh yeah, that's another thing. If you're uncomfortable with showing your real face, then don't do it. I'm not comfortable with showing my actual face. That's why I don't do it. Simple as that. I don't feel comfortable when I'm playing the game. Make sure it's comfortable to you. Now, obviously, you can beat that, uncomfortableness by, of course, getting used to the webcam. That's up to you. You don't have to, though. I'm just saying, you don't have to stand out. You could just, well, okay, low-key, it does stand out, but that's true. But do you need it at the start? Heck no. In my opinion, you can go without it for a while, and then eventually you can face Brazil or whatever VTuber. Start using a VTuber model. Use a PNG tuber or something. I don't know, something very simplistic. You don't have to go out of your way to show yourself, like feel like you're forced to show yourself to get views. That's not true. Anyway, moving on. How long should my videos be? Dude, that is another common question. Holy crap. Dude, I like to look this up. To be honest, like, I think nowadays, like, my idea of how long my video should be, if you're asking me, is honestly, it just depends on like what you're trying to do, and it depends how long the game is too. If the game is really long, I think your video should be pretty damn long. I think they shouldn't be short. Like, if your game is like a long story game, make them long, because you don't want to make a bajillion parts. Nobody wants to see a bajillion parts. Nobody wants to see a bajillion parts, so make them extremely long. If it's a long story game, like Final Fantasy or Legend of Dragoon, or anything that you can think of that has a long ass story. If it's an MMO, yeah, you're probably gonna be making that a long ass video. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna be a long one too. If it's like a regular platformer or something, you can do level by level. That's what I would do. If it was platformer, level by level, 100%. If it's a short game, you can do one freaking playthrough in a freaking sitting. Like, dead ass. There's no reason. If it's a short game, just make it one playthrough or one little video. And then if it's a decently long game, definitely do a few parts, whatever it may be. Anyway, moving on. How much should I edit my videos? Another common question. This guy is on the ball. Whoever made this discussion, what's his name? Games Convo. Dude made a good freaking thing. Like, this is actually a good question as well. Another common question you see, how much should you edit your videos? I think it really depends. You don't have to go crazy, in my opinion. I don't think you don't need to go crazy. Because at the end of the day, the viewer they either are just there for the video game and they just want to see the gameplay. 2, they get to know you as a person and they stick around. That's about it. The editing is a little whatever. Like, no one cares. I'm not gonna lie, no one cares, dude. No one cares about editing when it comes to video games. Now, no, Let's Play specifically. Let's be real. Let's Plays. Let's Plays. Remember this. If they get to know you as a person, you don't need crazy edits. Now, there's some people who still edit and they do just fine. Obviously, editing is obviously a great thing to do because it does add a little like of your own personal uniqueness to it. And maybe YouTube also considers that a good thing when you do edit. So yes, it is a good thing to edit, but how much should you edit? I think you should just do a minimum edit, especially if you're new, a new content creator. Don't even go overboard, because you're just wasting, especially as a gaming content creator who does Let's Plays. You're probably making videos every day, so it's like quantity over quality. There's no reason to edit that much. There's no reason to like go crazy on the editing and try to appease to some audience that you're like this dude who's making these cool edits on your videos, and then like you're gonna do it every video. That's basically like promising people that you're gonna do the same thing over and over, or something, not the same thing over and over, but just crazy editing over and over like you're basically setting yourself up to do more and more. I get it that improving is good. Don't get me wrong. I like the whole take on, you know, you want to improve after every video. I get that. If you have the ability, yes, you can improve and edit and keep editing and getting better at the editing. Like, look at Corey Kenshin, for example. Corey X Kenshin, this dude went from like this, you know, normal Let's Player to a freaking goated Let's Player, and he's still cooking. You know, if you compare him to Jacksepticeye or anybody like Markiplier or something, whoever, you can see that Corey Kenshin's videos cook. Like, way better. You wanna know why? Because they're actually good edits. Yes, that's true. They're better edits, and he just, you can tell he puts his heart and soul into it versus, like, you know, I'm not saying Markiplier doesn't or Jacksepticeye. It's just you can tell the difference. You can tell the difference. When I watched all three of them, and Corey Kenshin has the most edited I've ever seen. It just looks awesome. It's very, you know, it's very original. He does his own little, you know, memes here and there. He has his own funny moments, etc. I'm not saying Markiplier and them don't. They do too, and I really enjoyed them as well. You can just see the difference, though. I don't know if Markiplier edits his own videos. I don't know if Jacksepticeye, he does not edit his own videos. He has someone else do it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I already know that. But Corey Kenshin does it all himself, which is even crazier. And I don't know if Markiplier does. I have no idea. But yeah, that's why Corey Kenshin gets more views, mainly because his audience just loves what he does with his videos. He works really hard on them. You can tell he works hard on them, etc. Not saying that they don't, because they have their moments where they do some really nice videos. PewDiePie as well. Anyway, so I think to answer that question for like a young upcoming like whatever, a young upcoming YouTuber, I would just take your time. I would maybe put in a few edits, especially at the first 30 seconds. I think the first 30 seconds should always be crazy edits, especially if you actually care about entertaining somebody, or at least bringing someone to kind of, you know, immediately know your personality. Something that makes you known, like your personality known, will be better versus making a ton of edits. Just the first 30 seconds, make it the best part of the video, and that's it. That's it. Make your 30 seconds the best part, and then the rest, if they like your personality, they'll say. Simple. Or they'll just watch the gameplay. I don't know. They'll just watch the gameplay and leave. That's usually what happens most of the time. They just came for gameplay. They just came to look at it, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look at this game. Oh yeah, all right, that's it. All right, peace. Like, that's usually that's what I do. When I go watch a random like gameplay video or let's play video, I look for the gameplay and I go like, all right, this game looks cool. Let me go try it out for myself. Things like that. Like, you know, it just depends. But yeah, sometimes you fall in love with the personality. James Wolf is a really good example. I like his personality. Dude's freaking awesome. I watched his horror game videos and I was like, damn, this guy's cool as fuck. And I started watching more and more from him because his personality is awesome. Same thing with Manly Badass Hero, another Let's Player that does horror games. Awesome dude, very chill. He has a chill personality. His is more chill. And he's very badass because, good lord, he doesn't get scared at all, dude. Anyway. Damn, my voice hurts. But yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it that I have to say. Let me look at what the comments say. Let me take a little breather. Anyway, honestly, I agree with all his questions, by the way. I think they're all the most common. Oh, hold on. Nah, okay. Gutsipi says, how many series should I run at once? Can I let's play a game I've already played? Ooh. That is actually true. These are some really common questions as well. I think you can run as many as you can. I think especially if you're like just someone who plays everything, just run everything. Just run whatever you want. I think you should, because you're gonna spread your audience. Yes, you're gonna get more of an audience. Like, your audience is gonna be spread out, but it doesn't matter, because in the end, if you don't notify your subscribers, like I said in the beginning of the video, you're not gonna see your videos tanking because of your subscribers not wanting to watch that. You know what I'm saying? Unless they, of course, see it in their browse, then maybe, but it depends, I guess. Yeah. I guess even the browsing section might you know, they might find it in the browsing section. But anyway, it's better than finding it in the subscriber area, because, like, oh my god, that's how you tank your video. But anyway, what else he said? Can I let's play a game I've already played? Yeah, I think so. It's kind of like at that point, it's kind of like a playthrough or a walkthrough, though. But a let's play, people think let's plays are like blind playthroughs, first playthroughs. That is not entirely true. There's let's plays that are clearly people playing the game because they love it and they just want to put it on the channel. In no way does it say that let's plays are blind playthroughs. That is not true. Honorable mention, can I upload 2 different games in separate niches, or should I do 2 channels? Ooh. Again, my idea nowadays, since I learned about that subscriber notification thing, I would still just put it all on one channel, especially if you want to be a gigantic YouTuber that wants to focus on one whole channel. I think this is not a good idea to make another channel. I guess it depends. It depends, though. It depends. Do you want to be known for a specific niche? Then yeah, I guess 1 channel or 2 channels is fine. If that's all you want to do. Like, let me give you an example here. Basketball. I have a basketball channel, and I do not want it on this channel at all, because I already have a whole basketball channel. There's no reason to bring it over here. If anything, they would probably ruin my channel. Low key. Anyway, what's next? How do I balance the volume of my voice with the volume of the game? That's a question? People ask that? That sounds common sense. What? It's a common sense question. Just go... Dude, just literally talk while the game volume is happening. What? Or just go test it by recording really quickly. Just do a test recording and just talk during the game. Like, what are they talk? What is this question, bro? Whoever asked this is wilding. They're waffling. I'm sorry to say that, but it's just true. Like, this is not a good question. This is, I'll be, oh my God. If this is a common question, that's wild. That's actually wild to me. And I think that's about it, man. Yo, y'all have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more Reddit discussions. Hey man, if you didn't agree with me, if you didn't agree with me, or if you did agree with me, comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And heck, I might even put you in one of my diary videos or something where I talk and I ask, where I answer questions. Yeah, where I answer questions from some YouTube viewers. Anyway, guys, peace.